What's your problem, man? You just hit my truck. Man, I just got this truck washed, just got it painted, just got fresh chrome put on here. I've been down for a week. I just started running today. And you gonna go hit my truck? What's your problem, man?
What's your problem, man?
Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Mo 804. That might have seemed a little extreme, right? Might have seemed possibly a little over the top. I know. But the realities of it, that it's the reality. You hit somebody's truck out here, man. There's no telling where they're going to be mentally. There's no telling what their response is going to be, what their reaction is going to be. So for any young driver, new driver, even old drivers, because there's drivers that have been out here years and years and never had an accident. But an accident is an accident. You didn't mean to do it. You thought you might have been doing the proper thing. You got out and looked multiple times, and you still hit somebody's truck. Now, they're going to flip out. Now, I'm not sitting here telling nobody to allow someone to sit there and disrespect you and, call you out your name or whatever, or call you all whatever type of names. I mean, people gonna need to respect you as the man and woman that you are. I'll give you that. But let the person kind of, I guess, get their little venting out. Let them kind of speak, go through their emotional rant or frustrations or whatever, because it's just real. I mean, that's human nature. And just put yourself in their shoes. You probably would be somewhere close to wigging out also. But in all honesty, allow that person to get that stuff off their chest, man. Because the bottom line is, it's all going to be a paperwork thing. As long as you or your company is up on the insurances and things of that nature, everything will be taken care of. And most people know that. But the initial instance or the initial reaction is probably going to be some frustration. Because the bottom line is, these trucks aren't something that we just use to cruise around with or, chill around with. Or these are tools that people are used to feed their families. These are tools that people use to take care of themselves, to raise their children, put children in college. Or just, this is what the tool that they use to put bread in their pocket so they can floss and ball out. I mean, you never know what people's motivation are when they get into trucking. But nonetheless, these are pieces of equipment, man. So take care of yours, but also do what you have to do to help take care of someone else's. If there was a company driver, they might not care too much. I mean, they're going to go through the paperwork process because their company is going to require them to do that. It's a CYA for themselves. But, when you got lease people out here, owner operators out here, I mean, this is big business, man. This is not some nickel and dime, small hustle game. The trucking game is big business. It's probably one of the biggest businesses in industries that there are in this country or the planet for that matter. In these days and times where everybody wants stuff quick, fast, in a hurry, trucking is one of the things that allows everything to function. So when you talk about hitting someone's truck and it may not be the biggest dents, I know that truck that you seen was a little over the top. That I don't know what that was, but I know it didn't turn out good for whomever it was. But when you got to lose a day or two or a week for your truck to be in the shop, body damage or whatever the case may be, again, no business thrives off of not making money. So when you put someone's business, out of work for however long, I don't care how long it is, if it's no more than a day, for the driver of that truck to lose one day that they aren't even responsible for doing, and it's all at the hands of someone else that they viewing as being careless, they're gonna be pissed, bro. And you got to give them that. Now again, don't sit there and let someone just think they're gonna carry you any kind of way. Be the man and woman, stand up for yourself, the whole 9 yards as far as that kind of stuff go. But allow that person to get that kind of stuff off their chest. Allow it to blow over. because people gonna be pissed. I mean, that's just the realities of it. Like I said, this is big business, man. So if you just getting into trucking, a rookie driver, or just kind of getting out here, getting your feet wet a little bit, just know that this stuff is serious. I ain't saying driving a truck is something that's super hard, but it takes proper patience, it takes proper awareness, it takes just being mentally involved in what it is that you're doing. But being human, there's error in that. And sometimes human error and realities of life, business, or whatever the case may be, sometimes those two worlds collide, man. And it may just end in you having to apologize. Being humble, biting your tongue, because I know you might want to, I get it. But allow whomever was violated the time, the ability to calm themselves back down and deal with the realities that they once were a new driver also. They once may have had an accident or two themselves. So, people are going to go through that emotional thing. But just, if you're the one that caused it, give it a little bit. Let it kind of blow over a little something. Like I said, be apologetic. Try to be as sympathetic as you can, because the bottom line is you were in the wrong. But once all the emotions and all that stuff takes its course, get the proper paperwork, transfer that information, and hopefully that person can go on about their time, about their day, about their night, and don't interrupt what they got going on too much. It is what it is. Like I said, it's big business, man. So you can't make light of a person's situation. Or they might just not want to see their truck beat up. Like, y'all know how it is. You scuff your pair of sneakers, even though you clean it and clean it up, you know where the scuff is, and you can still see it. And every time you see those pair of sneakers, you see that scuff, and they never gonna be the same after that. Y'all know how it is. You get work done to a car or whatever the case may be. To you who own it, it's never right again after that. The fender color, even though they painted it and it's the same color code, it just don't match right. On a certain light, you can just tell the difference between the two. And little things like that can really frustrate somebody, especially when they put a lot of time and energy into the equipment to their truck. So, and people love their trucks out here, man. That's just the bottom line to it. But like I said, these things are tools. There's a lot of owner-operators, people who lease and who are running their own operation. So to lose a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks, all because someone backed into you or hit you or whatever the case may be, it could be a hard pill to swallow. But, I assume everybody knows to err is human. So once the initial frustrations and responses blow over, y'all can interact and communicate like two human beings, and get to the reality that this is a paperwork process. I have insurance, and it'll be taken care of. Now, everybody done wronged someone before, and even though you make it right, don't always mean that they're gonna deal with it. But in the best case scenario is, once the situation's over and you pull away or they pull away, hopefully you don't have to confront that head on with that individual no more, because more likely you'll never see him again. That is what it is. Another thing also, to rookie drivers, new drivers, or anybody in a situation like this, if you backing in to a spot and a situation does happen where you hit someone's vehicle, especially if it's your first time or probably if it's your fifth time, you're going to feel a bit of defeatness. Is defeatness a word? You're going to feel defeated a little bit. You're going to feel frustrated to where you might not even want to try to back into that spot again. Like, that spot kind of got the best of you. That situation got the best of you. And you kind of just ready to tuck your tail and move on. Don't do that either. Do what you've been taught to do. Give it another shot. Build that confidence in yourself, that confidence in your ability and your skill set. and try to back that thing in again. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be standing around. You know how no one's out there. You do something wrong, and now here come everybody. You're going to get that. It's going to be people that's coming over there like, yeah, man, I seen it. Like, man, can't believe you hit your truck. And they're going to be talking about it and conversating about it. And the other person's looking around and helping take pictures and shining flashlights on stuff. And, man, I think it's a mark over here, too. Like, bro, you don't have nothing to do with this. But you're going to get that kind of stuff. Y'all ought to know how that go. So let that idiot talk, because the bottom line is, if they were that concerned from the beginning, they possibly would have helped you back in, and you could have avoided all of that. And that's another thing. If you park your truck in a truck stop, man, you walk, inside to do whatever it is you need to do, and you coming out one way or another, going in or coming out, you see a trucker backing in, man, if you got the time and you ain't trying to rush to the toilet or something, give that person a few minutes of your time, man. Help them back in, help them in their blind spots. We all out here doing the same job, even though we're running in total opposite directions. We're all out here doing the same job and have the same goal in mind. So, give a person a hand if you can. I ain't saying you got to always hop out your bed to go help somebody back in. But if you're sitting there in the driver's seat, man, playing with your phone or doing whatever you do at the end of your shift, or about to get your shift started, and you see somebody backing in or trying 2 and 3 attempts to back in the hole, try to do your best and do the right thing and jump out, kind of give that person a good eye, man. Help them see that blind spot, like I said. Help them know where they're at. Give them some good, marshaling, because I used to work on a ramp in the airport, so I understand what it is to help guide and marshal someone in. Just do your part. That's all I can say. Just try your best to do your part. Try your best to help the next person, and hopefully that can trickle down to you, and you'll never have to deal with that idiot in the beginning. But it is what it is, man. I hope this could help somebody deal with a situation such as this. Hopefully it never happens, but in the event that it does, you as the person that caused it, try your best to keep your cool. Let that person go through their emotions until they can get a level head also. And then hopefully y'all can exchange the paperwork like 2 civilized people, and they can get their truck taken care of, and you can go on about your business. Like I said, it's hopefully never have to happen, but in the event that it does, maybe you can refer back to this, get a little calmness in you, and deal with the situation and not try to duck it, not try to fire back at the person. Y'all out there fussing and fighting off something that you caused. So, but at the same time, don't be no fool, don't be no sucker. If somebody talking reckless or talking crazy, you don't have to stand there and deal with that. You got a company, call the proper authorities, whatever the case may be. Go get your paperwork, all your insurance information, driver's license, give it to them, and go sit in your truck and let them do their portion of it. And hopefully they'll cool down, and calmer and cooler heads can prevail. But it's just one of those things, man. It can happen, possibly will happen, and in the event that it does, you'll be better equipped on how to handle it. So this is just from me to you. I ain't some super veteran person. I've been driving for 4 years. I don't know all the answers, but I do know in certain situations, if you handle them the right way, talk to people the right way, you'll get better results than just firing off, because no one wins in a situation like that. So it's your boy Moito4, man. This is Married to the Miles. This is just a quick tip on how I see it, and if it can help you, I appreciate it. If not, my fault. This is Married to the Miles, man, and that's how I would handle a situation if it happened to me. Let cooler heads prevail and live to drive another day. You heard? Peace.